Um, all right, so we're all pro Chris Evans staying aboard, and then we're going to trust the MCU and hope that they know what they're doing, which they probably do. Um, Sticking with this and moving on to something interesting, uh, Steven Spielberg said some interesting things this in an interview recently. If I could find the article, he stated that he
I
believes
know where
that
this is going.
it says where is it? Steven Spielberg predicts. What the hell is it? In a recent interview with AP, Spielberg compared superhero movies to the genre of Western, or like to the Western film genre. How the Westerns were really big for like 10 to 15 years. Back in like 10 years probably, right? Where Westerns were like the shit with John
John Wayne,
Wayne and
John Ford,
yeah, and
Clint
all.
Eastwood, Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah. And he was quoted as saying, "We were around when the westerns died, and there will be a time when the superhero movies will go away of the westerns. It doesn't mean there won't be another occasion where the western comes back and the superhero movies come back someday." Um, but he strongly believes that we're not like too far away from like superhero movies like just dying for a while. The way he speaks, it makes it seem like within like 10 years. Like people are just gonna
He
have
said
this
it was by
withdrawal.
2017, I think.
Oh, damn.
That's what I remember, but I could be off base. That's what I remember him saying, like 2017 will be the end.
Oh, that he's.
There's
I'm
was an
not buying that at
oversaturation.
all. Well, I guess we'll say, are you guys buying? We all love Spielberg. We respect Spielberg. Do any of you guys buy this? Because I do not.
I do.
You do believe?
It,
You
it,
believe that they'll die?
I will
Okay.
because westerns really have gone through that. And it's not just westerns. Like several other genres have had their ins and outs over the past decades. Like westerns were huge. Like you had movies like The Searchers, Magnificent Seven, Fistful of Dollars, Good, the Bad, the Ugly. They were like everywhere, and then somewhere they just died out. And then in the '80s we had slashers and the really macho, cheesy Schwarzenegger, Stallone movies, and then with those, particularly the action movies, we're at the point where we just don't give a fuck about those crazy, insane movies. So I would not be surprised if comic book movies went down that path. And I've been even before Spielberg came out with this statement. I've even said, yeah, they're probably going to go down that path one day because Hollywood always has these cycles. So really, I think it's going to happen. But for me personally, I mean, it's not going to completely die out where there's none. We just won't see them as financially successful or as all over the place as they are today. And honestly, if I were to be totally honest, once Infinity War Part 2 ends, I feel like I'm throwing in the towel. Just because I want to see Marvel finish this giant Avengers experiment
See,
and see if they can really pull it off to the end.
okay.
You don't want to see Inhumans with Vin Diesel?
You know what? Because of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I feel like they're going to milk the Inhumans to death to where I'm not going to be excited for them. But that's a conversation we can
Wait.
get into in a couple of weeks.
I do want to ask you something, Alexander. Would
Yeah.
you watch Agents of Shield and you like Agents of Shield like me? We're in the minority of people that like Agents of Shield a lot. Would you think it would be cool if if the Inhumans went more low budget, kind of around the Agents of Shield low budget, and made it into a TV movie?
Um,
Or do you think it?
it's,
Do you want to see it in the big screen? Just curious.
I think it would be cool
Right
to
now.
see them. Well, I mean, it ultimately depends if there's still like a demand for it, because I think it would be cool to see them like Black Bolt and some of the more well-known Inhumans in the theater, but I don't know. Like
Okay.
for me, like the biggest worry I have like is Agents of Shield just going to milk the characters to death to the point where nobody's excited? Because if there's anything that could kill the Inhumans movie, it's that.
Yeah, because
But
they are making that a big part of it. All right. So, what do you think, Dylan? Do you think this is gonna happen? And
So the reason I don't believe that the Western or that'll go the way of the Western is because I feel like there's much more subgenres in the superhero movie than there is in the Western. I feel the Western has a pretty similar tone for a lot of the classic ones, where I'll superhero movies like Batman v Superman has a much different tone than like Guardians of the Galaxy will, and then even the MCU, you have like these space operas, but then you also have fantasy movies and historical forget the word,
Period piece.
yeah, period pieces, and you can have all these different subgenres, and then just generic action movies and stuff like that. And I feel what will happen is you will see a fatigue of some sort because Fox will have their universe, Sony will have whatever the hell they're trying to do.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Basically. Marvel and DC will have theirs as well, and I feel like they won't be making as much money, but they'll still be like making double and a half their budget, and they'll still be profitable. They'll still be making them. They will still be big parts of our pop culture, as we know it. Because I know people that haven't even watched MCU movies, so there's still like untapped markets that they can be hitting with these. And also, I think it'll be more just like with Fox is pretty close in tone with Marvel, that I think Fox will be the one at the short end of the stick because they have the least popular characters. DC and Marvel are two different tones, so I feel like that they'll be decent enough counter.
I think Fox has more popular characters than Marvel right now.
Well, I'm talking like the Gambit movie.
Oh, okay. I mean, okay.
In terms of film, huh?
Yeah, I'm talking about film wise. Okay. All right. So where I'm at is I am seeing Alexander's point and kind of Spielberg's point. I think because right now, honestly, I could give two shits about Infinity War. I just don't care. And I feel like depending on how Civil War is, because Civil War is like my Avengers hype right now, like hardcore. This is the movie I want to see. I've read the arc. I know it. I want to see it really bad. But after that, like, as much as I want to see the African American hero of Black Panther,
African Batman.
Yeah, he has to be a badass in Civil War or really grab me. Captain Marvel hasn't even gotten a mention, and that's the next one. Doctor Strange, the casting is amazing, yet I'm not excited about it at all. I don't know why. Maybe a trailer will do it for me, but I don't really care. But I'm always going to see these movies. I just don't know if my like hype about them is going to be there. And I think for most people, I don't know if it's ever going to die down like as quickly as Spielberg is saying, like for the next like 3 years. I don't see that. Even 10 years, I don't think so either, because I mean, Infinity War Part 2 is 2020, right?
2019.
2019, and then Inhumans is 2020?
No, Inhumans is November.
Oh, okay, so same. Okay, so
no, July. I'm sorry, July 2019.
So I don't know if like what they're gonna do after. Like, will people be fatigued? Are people going to care about Black Panther 2, Doctor Strange 2, Captain Marvel 2? I think honestly that I still believe that Marvel is missing out on potential money by not making the teen hero movies. Like, why they haven't done that yet is beyond me, when like a large portion of the Marvel universe is that. So that is still there. And if they tap into that and the sub teams like the New Warriors or like other subgenre like teams that like aren't big, it's that potential is still there to do something. So I'm that's after the 2019, I don't see Marvel not having anything. They haven't done the coming of age story yet. Maybe Spider-Man will be that, but they haven't even touched that yet. And you can make a female version of that with Kamala Khan and a man. Again, that you still have Miles Morales' story arc. If you do that, that'll be a big deal, and that's not happening anytime soon. So I think for at least 10 to 15 years, you're gonna be straight with Marvel. With Fox, this Gambit bullshit is Gambit's my favorite X-Men, and this is a bullshit movie. It makes no sense. The Deadpool thing, that movie's not gonna make as much money as people think it's gonna be. It's not. That movie's making like $30 million opening weekend, and that's it. It's not gonna be this big deal. I'm telling you, it's not. I
think it will be.
50.
I will take the over for 30. I'll be 45.
God, no. What did Kingsman open with?
Kingsman opened with like 25 with horrible marketing.
I'm telling you, That's what this is going to be.
But more people know about Deadpool than they do Kingsman.
No one
And
was
they see
excited
that-
for Kingsman. I had to beg my friends to go watch it.
I'm
For free.
telling you, I don't see it. I don't know. Maybe it'll be
I'm
something
still
big.
You gotta have
convinced
faith,
people watch
man.
Kingsman to
Maybe.
this day.
The X-Men, we'll see what this reboot does, because a large portion of why people love it is Wolverine. And are you going to reboot Wolverine? Are you going to? After that, what does Fox do after Apocalypse? Their reboots are going to be a big factor in what their future is going to be. Fantastic Four has already shit the bed. We don't even know what's happening there. So Fox, who knows? Batman v Superman is going to make a ton of money, and Suicide Squad will probably make a good amount of money. But then after that, I don't think people are going to be running out to theaters to see Aquaman, running out to the theater to see Wonder Woman. I don't think so.
I think it depends on how well received those characters are in Batman v Superman, and if DC can
Aquaman's
quickly.
barely gonna be in it.
Yeah, he's going to be the guy.
Yeah, but he'll be in the final.
And plus,
fight.
Aquaman's coming out after Justice League.
Yeah, so
I guess the way I would put it, I think Marvel will be perfectly fine. I think Marvel is good for like 20 years of this. Fox, they're on shaky grounds, seriously, after Apocalypse, because they're rebooting it. And they're losing Hugh Jackman, who is Wolverine. People look at him and they don't even know his name. I know people that don't know his name. They call him Wolverine. They don't know who that guy is. And after that, this Gambit thing is going to be unless Rupert Wyatt, he's directing it, right, can do some miracles.
Yes, yeah.
This story doesn't make any sense to be a single story. But and then DC is all going to be dependent, because honestly, do you give two shits about Cyborg or two shits about the Aquaman movie? And I actually like Aquaman. There's no way you do, man. You just like Man of Steel.
Titans cartoon.
He is not going to be that guy. He's in this dark ass universe that they're building with no humor. Who the hell wants to see the same? I don't want.
There's going to be humor in it.
No, there is not.
It just won't be like.
There is. I mean,
yeah, there's going to be humor. They have a Flash movie.
I didn't even laugh. Did you laugh at Man of Steel?
No, because the one joke was horrible.
Exactly. Do you think there wasn't one even comedically kind of funny part in the Batman v Superman trailer? Not even. That was like a 3-minute trailer.
That's not the tone that they're going.
Yeah, why would you forcefully put in a joke for that trailer?
There wasn't even a joke in the Suicide Squad trailer.
I mean, to be fair, there also wasn't humor in the Batman in the Nolan trilogy trailers, and there was humor in those
not
films.
Funny though. Batman's not.
And
funny.
there was no
humor in those movies.
And there was no humor in the teaser for Age of Ultron.
Yeah, but that movie's funny as hell. That movie's funny though.
That was misleading as hell.
That movie was funny. Yeah, that movie. I don't know. I think that Fox and DC are gonna have some struggles, because this dark tone. This dark tone bullshit is gonna get really annoying really fast.
I think it's how they do next year.
If you're gonna do Batman v Superman dark, then you're gonna do freaking Suicide Squad dark, then Man of Steel 2 dark, because it has to be dark. It's the same damn tone of the. Are they gonna switch tones?
Well, yeah, they could definitely make it more uplifting.
Justice League is gonna be dark. Oh my god, but Jesus, I don't know how you they even said there's no humor in their movies. They said it. There's no jokes.
That was bullshit.
I don't think it was ever actually confirmed by anyone.
So, it wasn't confirmed.
I don't know. I guess I'm fine with Marvel. I think they'll be perfectly fine. They're doing a good job. It's these next 2 movies, maybe 3 movies are gonna. Whatever comes out after Suicide Squad for DC is going to determine to me what they're going to do.
It's Wonder Woman and Justice League.
If Wonder Woman is pure dark, then I'm done with them. I'm just done. I'm going to watch them, but I'm not going to give 2 shits anymore. If Wonder Woman is dark, I'm going to be mad as hell. I don't know. But I don't know. So you guys, you're at the end of things that'll happen slowly. I think it'll happen to to non-Marvel people, and I think and Dylan thinks it won't happen. The money will go down, but not by a lot.